Okay, we're back. Yeah, sorry we just got momentarily interrupted. Thankfully, we're playing a turn-based game, and you actually haven't missed anything. All right, where was I? Oh yes, I was going to do damage to this piggy. All right, move two once again. I can attack the other piggy with splash. I've got splash, slash, and I guess it's just scratch, but it seems like it would be a slash. So I don't know what to think about that. Anyways, where was I? Oh yes. Um, can attack this piggy. And well, I want to get the extra movement. I think this might be the end of the wave. I'm just gonna protect Elm so that I get that bonus. All right. Do I want a buff to get closer? All right. Fortunately, I don't get close enough to actually be there, so I still have to defend. They're more. I thought they were gonna be more interested in hitting the windmill instead of us, but I guess not. All right. The claw. And then I'm going to move them back. You stay right there. You've had enough action for one day, old man. All right. All right, then now we slash. Oh, I shouldn't have pressed end and turn. That was foolish of me. This is going into extra innings now. There we go. Man, I can't really thank you enough. Please take this. It's not much, but it's all I can spare. Okay. Yeah, I was able to get all of the mission requirements, which gets me more gold, which is a good thing. As soon as we find a shop. There, behind those rocks, it's running away. Quick, if you chase after it now, it might lead you to its hideout. Um, I can still spend skill points, so yeah, I get to upgrade in between. Let's see. Increase the amount of uses by one. Yeah, so yeah, I get to slash twice in a single turn now. And modifier increase damage by two. Okay. Well, I probably should have shared those points between the party, but no, Christian just got them all. Everybody still gets to be my support. Isn't that lovely? All right. Interactables will grant special actions to adjacent characters and can be defined by their interactable status icon. Keep an eye out for all sorts of interactables. Enemy spawners will try to spawn at least one enemy at the end of each round and can be identified by their enemy spawner status icon. Opening a treasure chest will reward you with an item. Bigger chests contain bigger treasure, but require more dice. When a chest is destroyed, treasure will be lost. Okay. So They want me to apply wet to enemies and then defeat enemies with physical damage twice. Should be. It's a lot easier than some of the tasks in the other one. Okay. Okay, and dash back. All right. We shall move 2 spaces adjacent to the piggy, and then we shall attack with a firebolt. And we shall move back. All right. Yeah, we're going to need one of these for buff. And defend. He's going to try to hit me for 2, but it's not going to work because I'm actually using a shield. That, on the other hand, actually did hurt. Okay, we're starting to see that enemy spawner in action. Get you behind this rock, and then we shall attack with a splash. Alright. Is anybody damaged? Yeah, you're damaged. Might as well. Because you're going to be standing there for a minute. Alright. Can I get well enough into piggy range in order to do some damage here? Nope, that's claw. I should do fire damage. Alright. Okay, I will get extra movement. I will move roughly about here. Alright. Alright, time to whole cut some pork. And attack again. Okay, yeah, so I was able to apply wet to enemies twice, so. Yeah, you got that going for me. Which is nice. Let me re-roll this. And then let me get a little bit more range. Okay, so Elm can't do melee damage, so it doesn't make sense to put them next to the tent. Alright. Amber, on the other hand. Let me re-roll before attacking. Alright. Unfortunately, that put me in a worse place. And firebolt the piggy behind me. How do you like them apples? Okay, now it's even worse. Now I got snake eyes. Alright, you know what? I'm totally taking this out on you specifically. And more enemies spawning. Heal thyself. Okay, I'm pretty sure that I should put attacks on the newly spawning enemies. Oh, that's still claw. Okay. And then I should send my paladin after the tent. See, I still have another attack going here, though, so... Claw again. Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to reroll, get a slightly higher number. That didn't actually work. Sometimes it's not a good idea to reroll. That's the way it works in most dice games. Okay, thankfully we have felled the tent, so we won't have any more attacking enemies. However, we do still have one scout to attend to. Alright. Oh, that'll teach him a lesson. Thanks for the help. We've still got all our goodies. We've taken care of that. So now we can add more to our party. Let's buff somebody else all the way this time. Increase claw use by 2? No. Increase output by 1. Inflict burning. And modify firebolt. And also modify the number of uses for claw. Okay, that's good. Okay, we've got a 3-way path to go to now. I think we'll just kind of start on this end. It was supposed to be a shortcut. Why is it never a shortcut? Alright. Oh, I think we're actually escorting this guy. Defeat enemies with fire. End the mission with Amber at full HP. Okay, well. You start by moving. If you use a +3 die, then that does inflict burning on opponents. That's the way that works. Alright. a very large wall here. I think I might want to try a reroll on the 2. Okay, that was worth it. Fortunately, I don't think I'm in range of anything. See, I wonder if I can position Elm in a way where, yeah, he can do some damage to that tent over there, that respawning tent over there. Okay. Oh, now I got your attention. And you're also at 0 HP. Well, this is an easy decision. Move 2 and slash for 6. And I guess I will dash further across the lane. Oh, well. I'm not going to dash very far if I only use a die of 1. I should have rerolled that. Yeah, looks like the closest clear, Farmer Man. Yeah, right. So let's use that larger firebolt on this piggy right here to inflict burning. Or just completely and totally one-hit them. That's also a choice. Alright. So, yeah, we don't seem to really have to protect the guard here as much as we have to keep these piggies from leaving the spawn point. So, let's take our little bit of additional movement. Movement seems to be a lot greater with Amber, and it's really just probably due to the fact she doesn't wear armor. Alright. See, should I try to hit the piggies, or should I try to hit the tent? I think I'm gonna try to hit the tent. Alright, then let me re-roll the die. And heal myself. Alright. Okay, get within knifing range of somebody. I think I have enough to take out this guy. Well, okay, actually it seems like the... unfortunately... Yeah, hang on a second. I can use this buff dash to take one more step, and that's probably what I need to do. Alright, move here. And then I slash the piggy. There we go. Okay, who are you gonna pick on? I'm trying to keep Amber out of the fight because I get a bonus for keeping them at full health. There's still gonna be enemies on the field unless we can take down this tent, though. Okay. Firebolt on the tent? Yes, I am allowed to. Firebolt on the tent. I wonder if inflicting burning does anything to the tent. No, it doesn't seem so. Alright. I can't firebolt twice, unfortunately. I can claw twice. Alright. Yeah, really nothing else to do. Okay, give him a splash attack. Yeah, are you damaged, Christian? No. Alright, I'll leave it at that. Okay, well... Is it better... Should I just try to go over there and decimate the tent? I think so. Alright. Nothing but... Anything's got to be higher than 1. Okay, so 2 is higher than 1. Hello, Queen Vampiress. Thank you very much for tuning into the stream. How are you doing tonight? See, I got 2 slashes. I think I can total this thing. There we go. So now all we gotta do is worry about the last 2 pigs standing. Oh wow, somebody actually managed to attack the wagon. Doesn't hurt any of my bonuses though. Alright. Alright, that takes care of that. So we shall attack. Splash on the piggy. So now the mission can go unabated. Ooh, I got some equipment this time. I got some steel boots. Alright. We are definitely making some progress. I'm probably going to do just these 2 missions in the center. So that I can properly level up my party. Let's see. I want to add some skills. Increase max HP by 5. Divine Smite. Your next melee attack deals an additional 40 holy damage. That will be useful like when I start to have to fight like undeads or something like that. Roll 1 extra die. Lay on hands. Roll a die for HP. Shield Master, gain 1 shield at the start of your next turn. Taunt forces the target to attack you. For now, I think I'm gonna go for that HP. I'm gonna try to see if I can level up everybody a little bit more evenly now. More splash attack, and increase the amount of uses of splash attack. And then steel boots. Let me see. It takes away 1 movement, but then it adds 4. I think I want to give that to Amber because they have a lot of movement. Alright. On to the next one. Where did all these guys come all of a sudden? Help, I'm being ambushed. Alright. Back into the hideous maw of danger do we venture. Okay, so what do we have to do? We have to protect the villager. You go and you try to hide behind that wall. Yeah, that's the best place for villagers to be. Alright. Alright, so we have a slightly more buffed splash attack and we can do it twice. I think no matter what I add to this, it is always going to be 4 damage. So I don't have to be too worried about that. Alright, there you go. Mm. See, where can I possibly move? Okay, let's hit this guy with a severe firebolt. She's become strong enough that she can one-hit some guys. Is there a spawn tent on this? I don't think there is. I remember, I have to WASD in order to move this around. Oh, I can also right mouse. Okay. So yeah, just 2 other piggies here. As that I'm pretty sure our villager is secure. I'm getting a bonus for hitting enemies with physical damage. I don't have another use of firebolt yet. Okay, you stay there and you wait for an ambush on the scouts. Okay, speaking of the scouts, let's move to and melee them. Alright. And that turn... Oh, wow, that guy's got a severe hammer. Okay, so villagers can throw rocks. No, I'm just gonna keep you there. Thank you. Thank you for your cooperation. And which way am I going? Maybe I should actually heal myself. Okay, can I firebolt the guy from here? Take that. And might as well attack again. One last bad guy on the board is always a good thing. Oh no, actually I can attack twice. I just sometimes inflict burn on people. Alright. Well, we're moving to and we're attacking, and we're attacking, and we're attacking until this guy falls down, and it looks really bad. Alright, there you go. Unfortunately, the pork warrior just exploded as a result of my burn attack. Alright. Okay, going back to a previous area doesn't do anything. I was half hoping we were to run into a shop by now. Okay, let's look at stat upgrades again. Elm definitely needs more, I think. Modify healing by 2. Increase your reroll by 1. And then let's see, who else could stand to get something? Leather boots. Well, I don't want you to have both of the boots. What is this? +1. I guess it's just +1 to movement. I'll give that to Christian. Alright. Pretty good. Getting better. I want to try to return to the docks really quick. See if there's a... No, actually, there isn't a way because the ship is gone. Yeah, we're really in the thick of this. This is the entirety of the adventure, folks. How embarrassing to be found like this. Trapping beasts is usually more my thing. I might as well be lost forever. Oh, I still have skill points? Yeah, I have one more skill point. Will upgrading Christian do something right now? I can gain taunt. I can gain lay on hands too. That sounds like a lot. That sounds a lot better. All right. Hey, you guys, I could really use some help over here. Alright. I will help by slashing. Who do I want in order to mostly attack the tent? I'll put Christian there where he has some choices. Alright. Ooh, I should not have done that. Definitely want the tent out of the way this time. So yeah, that is my first strategic move. Just completely and totally eviscerate the tent. All right. I will push this down with my might. I could stand to have higher dice. Okay, that's good. I wonder if I can, since he's the only one who has 2 buff rolls, then I can definitely buff that twice. And now let's really get to soaking some pork. That sounds like a pretty nasty euphemism. Soaking some pork. That's definitely what we're here to do. Be great if there was one less piggy on the field. Double sixes. Oh, there's a second tent too, as I'm going to need to attend to that. Me burn. And get you to the other tent. Alright. Bash, take 2 more damage. Move slightly away for some reason. Alright. I got some good attack and I'm about to use it. This is just bonus damage, in my humble opinion. Well, I'm gonna have to do a lot of damage to the cage too if I hope to liberate our friend here. Move a little to the left. Okay, well, there's no more enemies left, but it still means I have to bash the cage. Hey, thanks for saving me, I guess. I usually work alone, but for you, I'll make an exception. Meet me at your next adventure. Okay, I can use the ranger now. New party member. New party member. Alright, I owe you guys. How about I tag along for this big mission of yours? Who would the be the replacement here? Probably Elm because of long range, but he's also my healer. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave that as is for now. We're still traveling with our same party. Alright. And go ahead and give him the taunt skill and the shield master skill. And Elm could stand to okay, other than wet, I have the ability in order to throw lightning bolts. So yeah, that seems pretty fun and useful. So I know that there's something, I think, way over here that we haven't done yet. No, I guess not. No, actually, yeah. This one is one that I still need to work on. What about over here? Okay, yeah. So let's do this quest next. Requesting, requesting. Number 1 on the request line. All right. Ooh, we got some heavy-duty pork over here. Let's make sure they're barbecuing. How concerned am I about that pork heavy being that close to my associate? Taunt may actually be something useful, but then so would completely and totally slaying the guy. Alright. I don't want to soak the burning guy. Okay, I think I can lightning zap the, No, I need even dice rolls in order to even use it. Okay. I'm going to make your living area exceedingly damp. Oh, we're looking for to get severe pork hammering at this point. Ugh. Yeah, this is going to do some severe damage if this keeps up. Well, at least no more heavy porkers are going to get too involved in this. I'm severely blocked on this side by, well, just about everything on God's green earth. Okay, well, I'm going to make an attempt to take down the tent. There we go. Okay, we're still mostly blocking the road here. Okay, I do have it even numbered. I do need to move a little bit, though. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can use this first lightning attack on this big boy right here. First wet him, then zap him. Alright, that takes care of that. Ooh, we are going to fail if we don't protect that wagon. Alright. Just firebolt him, knock him out. Let's reroll this. And let's get a little bit closer to the porker right here. Ooh, that hurt. Okay, lay hands. Oh, actually, I don't need to. He's at full health. Yeah, they're the ones who need help, so I will lay hands here. Maximum of 4. Problem is, I cannot strike diagonally. Okay, I have to make sure in 2 turns I am capable of taking out the big guy, because if not, the big guy's gonna hit the wagon one more time, and that might be game over. Okay, might as well dash. Alright, I can go virtually around the whole board with this. And try to lightning bolt this guy this turn. Okay, that took care of that. We are no longer in danger. Ooh, I take that back. Scout is capable of doing enough damage. And there's still a tent up. Boy, this is a tough quest. Okay, you know, I think it might be over, because I think this scout right here is capable of hitting... Oh, well. That's how I would have done it. I would have gotten into melee with the, the wagon and then struck it. Sadly, none of the NPCs actually thought of that. Is it possible for me to lay my hands on the wagon? It actually is. Alright. Yeah, this is really what we're going to need to do here. We're going to need to move to, and then we are going to need to heal the wagon. And I still have enough for, I believe, a Thunderbolt. Okay, Elm is really putting in his 2 bits when it comes to being a party member here. Leave it to me to continue to put my faith in the magic user. Okie dokie. Well, okay, I've got some double slashing I need to do on this piggy right here. Okay, this tent shall not stand. Okay, wagon is mostly healed now. Say, unlike the people in the last round, they are more than willing to stand in the way of our objective. And unfortunately, another pork heavy just pulled up. Oh wow, I have actually downed someone. I wasn't thinking, man. I just wasn't thinking. I thought we were too early in the game, man. Let's win one. For the Elm. I could have made it all the way. Okay, it would be really great if you were not on fire. See, what are the chances that everybody is just suddenly going to start going after the big guy right here? So move up you and attack you. Yeah, you get the rest of the way down that path. Oh, good. I've unlocked the shopkeeper. I've been saying this whole time. What do I need in this situation? I need a shop. I need someone to spend all this cash on. Alright. One of your heroes was defeated and turned into a ghost. When a hero becomes a ghost, their equipment and skill tree become unavailable. Ghosts can still fight for you, but they will use a ghost-specific skill set instead of their now available skill tree. Ghosts do not count as living, and when the last living one is powered, it is game over. Seek out the Mystic in order to restore your ghost. Well, so unfortunately, yeah. Elm is going to have to go into early retirement here. And just go ahead and replace them with a ranger. Yeah. Okay, well. Alright. Okay, so when it comes to party replacement, anybody who is replaced just kind of stands on the exact same block that the other person did. Well, now that we have a cutely indifferent huntress with us, we should probably buff some of their skills. Hamstring shots, dice. Preparation allows you to roll 1 dice next turn. Yeah, that would be a good skill. Sharpened tips increase physical damage dealt by 1. Or hamstring shot deals 3 physical damage, requires an odd dice. So we'll do that. And then yeah, sharpened tips get them pretty well rounded. Increase the output by 1. And then we have 1 point left to spend. Modifier lay on hands, increase output by 2. Or remove input dice value. I mean, so max of 4. That means now I believe this requires a... Oh, no, I mean, I can just do it with any die roll. New equipment. Avenger's Plate. Gets plus HP, plus modifier Divine Retribution, increase output by 2. That definitely goes to our Paladin. And you are... A phase ring allows you to teleport. Who would be useful for teleportation? Alright. Doing good. Doing good. So I have another escort mission, and then I have this right over here. Hamlet. So you're the one who's been messing with my boys. Well, your interference says here. Okay, they are clearly a boss character. I think I might want to do one mission and then help to level up the ranger before I go after that guy. All right. Alright. Try to put the kibosh on one of these giant guys for once. Alright. Let's see how far you can shoot. So I have the ability to shoot. I also have the ability to set bear traps. I also have the ability to hamstring. Okay. Use an odd die in order to hamstring. Yeah. Takes them out right away. Any more movement? I could also possibly lay a trap, but I can't imagine anybody coming from this route. Well, actually, maybe there will be, because there is a, Yeah, there is a tent over there. Alright. And my turn. Okay. How should I go about ambering? We managed to take out the two big guys, so that's fortunate. At least we've got that going for us, which is nice. I'm going to need, yeah, a little bit more forward momentum. All right. Ow! It's got a Princess Peach voice, which is awful funny for a fire sorcerer. Wow, you really wanted to go up against me, and I didn't even use a taunt. Well, that was a mistake. Let's try to take down one on the path. I shoot an arrow into the air. Where it lands, I do not care, because I get my arrows wholesale. So far, so good. Oh, they moved close, but not close enough in order to fall for the bear trap. They really put the axe in me. Ooh, Christian is so far away from everyone. I'm gonna have to buff it just to get further across the field. Okay, I better go over there and I better defend or lay hands on. There we go. It's a shame that all that didn't make the tent fall down. We will soon rectify that. It's a shame I don't have more die, because then I would just surround them by bear traps. Hang on. I want to come over here. There we go. I know I just hit somebody who was going to die from burning, but it's really just better that they're down. Okay, someone finally landed in a bear trap. Ooh, that was a lot of damage. With the armor, my paladin seems almost invincible. Alright. Okay, I better use my tanky guy in order to take down the tent. Are you hurt again? Not as hurt as our ranger is, unfortunately. Ooh, this is not going to end well. We're going to start creating a habit out of losing our third party member. Okay, what can we do to get you out of this kerfuffle? Oh, I've got 2 odds, which means I can do 2 of these special shots. Probably should have done it against the ranger. Yeah, I just might be bent all the way through. And another one down, and another one down, and another one bites the dust. They really should not let me have party members. Okay, yeah, he's just gonna go all the way across the field at the end of that. Fortunately, did not end the mission with Amy at full HP. I ended the mission with Amy having no HP. Well, someone's dead again. I don't know if there's really any one thing I can do about that. I had to take 1 or 2 ghosts into this next battle. Woo! Because he's a ghost. Would you like me to follow you? Alright, well, we're going into this next battle with 2 party members and a ghost. Do I have new equipment? Yeah, because, yeah, somebody bit the dust. I didn't even try to use a teleportation ring. What skills can we do? Definitely increase max HP because we're going to need it. Flame Blade targets next 3 melee attacks deal an additional 2 fire damage. And then something else for Christian. Lay on hands, increase output by 2. Alright. So we've got variable skill trees here, is that, you know, once I do fill up some of these areas, then I just have to move on to the next skill tree. And that's what varies every single one of these potential battles. Alright, let's do this like Brutus. What have we here? What's that, girl? Are these party poopers that have been ruining our plan? And they didn't get strong enough to take down the mighty duo Hamlet and Sizzle all on their own. That's what I thought. You, your little party ends here. Prepare to eat dirt. Alright. see if this. I don't know if this is actually prudent, but sadly, I'm still not close enough to him to try this. See, try to see if I can put Christian in front of him, and then he can use all of this HP and defense in order to keep him occupied for a moment. Oh, there are some other piggies in the field, though. And there is a spawn tent. Okay, let me double up my move. Get some much needed backup here. Are you burning? Yeah, it looks like you're burning. Alright. So, in that one there. Not going to be able to do much when it comes to ghosts. Haunting Gaze deals 2 frost damage, has a range of 1 to 3. Okay. Okay, well... With a teleport, I need an odd die. That's when I put the ring on them. What else here? Ghostly Whisper makes people confused. Yeah. So I don't have my normal speed up attack. Look at them doing physical damage to a ghost. Oh wow, look at all that. Okay, he can do splash damage. He can charge. You know, my paladin is still staying up though, thank goodness. Alright. Well, so this will all come to an end as soon as I am able to knock the crap out of this guy, so I'm gonna do my darndest to do so. Alright. Doesn't even seem like having more piggies on the field is actually going to be able to end the mission. It's just whether or not I destroy the boss. Alright. And do with that again? I don't think I can. But I can go over there and I can cut them, man. I can scratch them. Doesn't do an awful lot of damage, though. Say, I'm frosting these pork chops. Oh, I would have needed 2 sets of dice in order to do that. Yeah. Can't do much with a ghost, unfortunately. I wonder if I get killed twice, it means I'm not allowed to use the character anymore. I'm still waiting for this to show some signs of being a Woguewike. Oof, that hurts. You took my girl away from me. You're going to regret that. Oh, okay. He has a phase 2, and that phase 2 is just him off of his piggy mount now. Oh yeah, he's got his health back too. Try a reroll here. I'm gonna need something with some junk in the trunk. Still really hoping that he gets attacked instead of anyone else. Okay, 2 sets of 6s. Always does 3 physical damage. It's not fun when you're burning. Okay, I am going to attempt confusion. Probably just to see what it does. Okay, here comes the boss busting it off. Friendly targets within range gain 3 shields. That's not good. I don't care. I'm still gonna wail on him. I still seems to be doing double 6s for some reason. This suddenly ramped up pretty significantly in difficulty. Those 2 warriors in the back are no longer occupied with my 3rd attacker, so they can come up here now. See, I think I'm about to lose my sorceress. Yep, there we go. That's unfortunate. Buff on all allies. Battle cries. I'm still alive, but at what cost? All of my friends are dead. Okay, I gotta re-roll that. Ooh, I hit the wrong person. No, I think I actually might be dead by the end of this turn. The cool armor did a lot, but it wasn't capable of saving me. I think I've been knocked dizzy too. That actually might hurt my chances of getting a turn this round. Wow, he shielded everyone. Okay, well... Nope. My turn was skipped. Because I was dizzy, so... Yeah, I'm pretty well doomed now. I fought hard. But I could not fight them all. So, yeah, so we're kind of halfway through the amount of time that I allotted for this stream. And, we're already back at the main menu. So now we're going to have the ability in order to choose Amy right out the gate. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to start with the 3 that I had before. Okay, so now we have seen the roguelike is that here we are. Just starting over with the whole thing. Going to take the ferry into the next aisle. Please return in one piece. Wouldn't that be nice? Alright. So... something that I've learned is that it probably doesn't do me a lot of good in order to try to do every single individual mission, because we are playing a roguelike. Say, okay, we'll do the villager mission. Yeah, things are in different places now. You know, I don't think I opened a single treasure chest the entirety of the time that I was playing either. Okay, you get as far away from all of this as possible, little Missy. Ooh, this doesn't actually put me in a range with this one piggy here. So I will take one more step and then I will attack. Oh, come on, they rolled a 1. That's not fair. Okay, gotta make sure I do this right, because diagonals don't count in this game. Yay, leather boots. That's what I won. And I got an achievement for it too. You know, it actually might be useful if I just keep Elm relatively close to the potential victim here. All right. Yeah, you just get in that corner and stay there. So the bad guys really have to try to hit you. Oh, come on, you can do better than that. Not by much, but... Getting into this a little bit wiser means I'm gonna pick off the bad guys a lot sooner this time. And it's gonna be a slightly faster run, like you would expect in any Woguewike. Oh boy, I'm really hurting. All right. One enemy left. Tis but a scratch. Achievement for winning with a hero at critical. Okay, time for our first round of buffs. Because I want you to slash twice, of course. Alright, and also... add the ability to throw a rock to deal 2 physical damage. Yeah, but what is the range of the rock? Is it just 1 square? I don't know. Why not just give Elm all the projectiles? Okay, so yeah, let's take a little bit more care when it comes to crossing the path. Okay, so this is the shop. I think this is the resurrection lady. So we're probably going to have to defend her tent. Alright. For starters, try to open the treasure box and get glue. We'll figure out what glue means in a moment. Alright. Ooh, am I within range of anybody to firebolt them? Okay. Okay, got a great quantity to travel. I think I will go this way. I can't attack diagonally, but I can certainly heal diagonally. Hey, they're not coming from a tent. They're just have a wave of reinforcements going for them. Let's see, who else we got here? The attack with firebolts. Well, okay, yeah, we didn't make anything out of that. Okay, that's a bit more like it. Try to see if we can get a little bit more movement into range. Okay, throwing a rock actually does have a pretty extensive range, but still nothing that is too helpful here. All right. Boy, they just keep coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. All right. Let's get soaking. Well, let's re-roll one die. I think we can do a better attack. There we go. Oh, and yeah, we can do some healing here, too. Definitely need some healing there. Going good so far. Mm, we move to. We attack. I think I might be within striking distance of this individual. Still think I should maintain a distance so that I can... There we go. Done and done. Well, this will be slightly easier for me in this run because I already have the Mystic unlocked, which means, unlike in my previous missions, I can actually bring some of my fallen comrades back to life.
Oh.
How may I be of service? 1 skill point, 200 coins, 150 gold, 1 skill point.
Oh.
Alright. Well, I wonder how useful that is going to be. I wonder if they're actually going to get the ability while we're working here. Okay, let's get to doing skill upgrades. Shield Master had been really useful before because there was times when opponents would attack me and nothing would happen. Say, lay on hands. It's good to have that second person. See, what else can we do here? Okay, burning modifier was also very useful. Alright, let's go this way. What's that weird smell? It wasn't here a moment ago. I sure hope it's not those. Okay, I think this is another protection quest. Ambush, you say? Let's use your 1 die in order to buff you. Okay, let's get you all the way behind that tree right there. I was so worried that they were gonna strike my druid. I wish I could attack diagonally. Then I would just go on to the next guy. You know what? Let's get you between this piggy and the victim. I mean, villager. There we are. A pork well soaked. Okay, no one's taking damage yet? Nope. I wanted to get them on the other side of the wall, but now there's an enemy really close to it. So I don't want the villagers to do anything except run. Alright. Alright. Just the old move to and sword. No, you stay right there. Let's see if we can just go ahead and make some barbecue. Wow, this is an incredible amount of movement. Couldn't have done it better myself. Which I guess I already did. I did it myself. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Pretty alright. So I'm sure we have new equipments. Glue allows you to combine 2 dice. Actually, let me think for a minute. Who would that be most useful for? There's the ability to put 2 dice. I would give it to Amber. Better a chance in order to inflict burning on people. Okay, back to skill trees. Yeah, we'd want to do double splash again. Output by 1 on splash. And entangle. This is one I didn't buy before. Deal 2 physical damage and restrain the target. Like, keep them from moving. It might be useful. Probably would have been useful in that boss fight that we lost. Alright. Okay, we're gonna do the cart retrieval. So one of the issues about not going from one level to another is that I might miss opportunities in order to get new party members. Say, if there's any way I can get particularly close to where that tent is. Probably not. What do I have to use glue? Oops, totally did not want to do that. Oh well. I'm gonna use this strategically. Get myself closer to the tent. For physical damage, just ain't what it used to be. No, unfortunately, you're not going anywhere with me in the road. I do have the ability to heal myself, but I actually don't need it. Oh, that's really gonna sting or something. Down you already. You take some damage? Just one bit of damage. Alright. I hate to add a dash to what is already an extremely impressive movement speed, but it'll be worth it to finally get rid of this tent. Say, you will get across the road unabated soon. Pretty good, pretty good. And now we're going up and over in this section. Oh, gee, yes. I defeat a road accompaniment, and I receive as my reward another road accompaniment. Wow, this is an interesting new one, is that I had to protect chickens. I still feel like the road one is a little bit more dire, a little bit more imminently important. Hmm. I was doing pretty well with taunt. Say some max HP. Max HP all around if I could afford it. Well, you know, actually I can. I suddenly have a very sneaky idea. Let's go see that mystic and let's trade in some of our coins for more skill points.
Oh. Oh.
There we go.
Oh.
So now we can double buff up for this one. Yes, everybody gets some HP increase. I would say, who didn't get one last time? You didn't get one last time. Flame armor. The next 3 units that melee attack take 2 fire damage and receive burning. With an odd dice roll. Why not? Alright. Okay, we are escorting. We are escorting. Okay, this one is the one with the pork heavies. I'm sure it's not exactly the same one, but it's similar enough. All right. There seem to be 3 enemies, but they're kind of a ways off. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to soak the tent to death. All right. Let me try re-rolling this. Well, 2 is better than 1. All right. Chop my objective, Willie. Okay, we moved a good distance. But we've also spawned another heavy. Try to reroll here. All right, 2 sets of 5s. 2 sets of 5s. I came here to slash the hut, and I shall not fail in my endeavor. He's still holding throw rock. I cast rock. Wow, that was like half of my health bar right there. This guy's probably just gonna be... Okay, no. Well, I thought he was gonna end up going for the cart, but I suppose not. I guess they're just too mad at us. All right. Para 2, seriously? Come on, we can do... Well, apparently not. I hate to do this weekend attack against one of the heavies, but I have no choice. Although... keep his attention on me, and maybe the cart will go by in the last turn. All right. I could also restrain him, but restraining him is just going to end up with him dead. Okay, yeah, you go the rest of the way, little donkey. You're the real hero of this whole excursion. Roll to give Brainy head pats. I actually thought I had that enabled, but unfortunately I don't. But thank you anyway for coming in, Donkey Donut. How are you doing tonight? Ah, there we go. You are not going to avoid petting me this day. Nat 20. It's good to see you again. Okay, this is probably something I've been lapsing on doing, because I can now actually buy shop items. Lightning in a bottle. Just like one disposable bottle. One type use glue. Puts 2 dice together. Blazing Amulet. Take 1 fire damage at the start of your turn. All your melee attacks do an additional 3 fire damage. 3 fire damage, sure, but not burning. Ring of Freedom. Freedom of movement. Become immune to all stunning and in movement impairing effects. Well, obviously, it's just the best thing that they have with them right now. Strangely, they don't have just the ability to freely purchase healing potions. Okay, let's see what we can improve. Okay, increase uses of taunt. Amber can... Let me see. Target's next 3 melee attacks deal an additional 2 fire damage. It's probably stronger than the nails. So add the cure wounds, nature's okay, so you get 2 additional HP with an improvement from cure wounds, but with nature's touch you increase all healing done by 1. That's like probably healing, including healing from other party members. So it would be good to give the druid freedom of movement. Bandage raises a dice's value by 1. I don't know how to use these disposable abilities yet, but it would definitely be worth figuring out. Let's see. Let me go over to the Mystic, see if I have enough in order to buy at least 1 more skill point. No, I don't. I need 400 gold. Okay. So who are we going up against on this one? Is that, yeah, we're going... Okay, this is where the boss is. Okay, the boss completely and totally leveled me, and something that, unlike my previous playthrough, I don't have 4 party members, I just have 3. Ah well, I'm going to be foolhardy and I'm going to do it. Why not? Throw caution to the wind. Alright. Okay, we've heard this before. He wants us to eat dirt. Ooh, I'm not close enough in range. But now I am. This actually might be a folly, because it means that they could probably end up clobbering Amber within a single turn. So make sure that little piggy roasts by the end of this next turn. I had more movement than that. Anyways, I also have snake eyes, so let me see if I can improve that. You know, have you stand by in case I need to heal Amber. Alright. It's a pig on a boar. It's some kind of pig centaur. I have many pig centaur questions. Question the first. Would the pig centaur be able to sign up for the Kentucky Derby by himself? And okay, I totally screwed up a bit. Sorry about that. Sure takes a long time in order to walk across this map. That's probably one of the hardest things about it. Gee, don't be a 1. No, still be 2. Okay, that takes care of his right-hand man. Now watch him go all wacky, is that he has 4 dice, but all of his moves require 2 dice to use. So, well, other than this charge attack, obviously. It was actually pretty smart of me to put the healer in this direction. As a matter of fact, let's move you back a few steps, see if we can still toss a fireball from this distance. End turn. Let's get some... Oh, actually, I did inflict burn on him. That's good. Yeah, I wanted Elm to heal you. You can have all the healing. Can I heal twice? No, I can't. I don't got the skill for that yet. Okay, I haven't moved yet. Let's see if we can snipe one of these piggies on this side. Nope. No such luck. I can soak this guy, though. So after my last playthrough, I realize that this is a two-phase battle. One of them is me defeating the boar, and the other one is me defeating him. Now that you mention it, is a centaur considered the horse or the jockey in horse racing? Yeah, that's basically the conundrum there. Okay, movement. Okay, I may regret this, just like I did the last time I attempted it. Oh, actually, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it. Well, this actually might be better. So in my last playthrough, I actually tried to taunt the boss. This time, I'm not going to do that. This time, I'm just going to defend myself. This ground pound does damage to 2 enemies. Charge. Well, I mean, we're leading him pretty significantly away from the camp, which is actually a pretty good thing. Just what you need, more fire. Elm, do a splash attack. Elm, it wouldn't hurt if you didn't entangle. Except I don't have an odd number. Alright, time to do some serious sleigh work. And I don't mean Santa Claus. Nearby friendly targets get shield. I get stabbed. I get stabbed a second time. How are you doing health-wise there, Christian? Alright. Move you somewhat out of the way of this. Elm. See if you can heal the big guy. Unfortunately, no. Okay, well. What if I just moved over one? Now can I heal him? Yes, I can. Because I just moved over one. Okay, that dice throw could have been a lot better. There we go. Okay, he's down to one, which is unfortunate. Because he's gonna have his whole turn before we go into the next phase. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm in real trouble now because I know the boss is going to hack and slash. I'm going to lose my main melee guy. Okay, free burning puts him into phase 2. Alright. Yippee! Yeah, I'm in so much trouble. Okay, I'm going to help him out a little bit by inflicting burning on the boss again. Okay, get the druid between my two guys. And then, let's see. Well, of course, he's gonna pretty much die without this. First, let me see if I can get a higher than a 1. Okay, I got 2 pairs of 6s. Alright. Healing on... Oh, I'm not in range of him. That's unfortunate. I wonder how I can fix this. Let's go this way. Alright. I only had one heal anyway. Alright. See, now I'm about to lose my druid. Alright. How do I want to do this? Okay, I think I'd rather be in front of the boss than anybody. Definitely need bigger dice. And we're not getting it. Lay on hands myself. Attack Great Big Piggy for a total of 3 damage. And there goes my healer. Oof, indeed. See, here comes Hamlet's big move. I mean, you know, for those of you who are savvy in your Shakespeare, know that by the end of Hamlet, everyone dies. And that is precisely what it has been like playing this Woguewike. I am hurting. I am at a loss for words for how much pain I'm in right now. Lay on hands. Attempt to reroll this die. I hope I don't get less. I got less. Wow, look who's really late to the party. Oh, great. Nobody is alive except my ranged. I'm as doomed can be, you know. One of the buffs that he does is that he just gives his minions an insane amount of shield. So even if I were to attack them at this point, they wouldn't take damage. We just have to fire 10 arrows at once in one turn. Yeah. It could happen. That's what they like to call a crick in the neck. Hold on just a second, please. I don't know when my model got out of whack, but... You know, mercifully, I might just bite the big one before I get an opportunity in order to come back on screen. All right. I am surrounded, and I also did not take off my... Well, now I can see why my camera didn't calibrate correctly. Because I just have it way too high. Okay, there we go. Well, I learned something today. Sadly, it was not how to expertly play this game. Why not? Sidestep. Oh, I should not have re-rolled. I made it worse on myself. I should have just used the 5 to shoot the fireball. Nowhere to run to, baby. All right. I might have just cornered myself. You know, there's probably a fast forward button in this game, but I didn't bother to figure out what it was. Oh, and I just realized that there is a pork heavy that's directly in front of me. Right now, those bowmen are proud owners of 12 shield. Nope, nowhere to run. Reaper is here. Thank you very much for raiding with 1 viewer. You're all here to see my last stand. Is that my last potential playable character is now in the corner, surrounded by a boss monster and his entire army of pork guardians. The world is calling. Hi, buddy. Hi, Reaper. Thank you very much for tuning in. I was hoping to catch you before the end of the night. Well, with 30 minutes left to stream and me with very little concept about how to actually beat this first boss. Oh, you know, I actually lived another turn. Okay, so first of all, check my movement. You know, I don't have movement. I think my movement has just been X'd out by the fact that I'm surrounded at this point. I can hit many of these people. The only way I would get my way out of this is if I were to beat the heavy, and I cannot throw a fireball at them because I'm in melee range. Well, I have a dice and a 6, but well, I can still throw a firebolt at somebody. I am so dead. I appreciate you showing up earlier. Yeah, of course. You know, completely and totally losing your party in this game is actually a lot kinder, in my opinion, than still escaping with one living party member. Because this is a roguelike and I'm just going to have to start over again anyway. So, you know, I am getting notification we're going to go into another ad, but I'm just going to snooze that for now. Yeah, we'll get 5 more minutes into probably the last campaign of the evening. For those of you who have just tuned in, thank you very much for doing that. Just to change my odds a little bit, this time I'm going to go with the paladin, the druid, and the huntress. We don't have to depend so much on the unfortunate Amber. And her attacks, while very useful in doing splash damage, might not actually be that good when it comes to range. All right. Okay, where to first? Protect the villager, or yeah, destroy the tents. Okay. So, Miss Ranger is going first. Let's see if they can shoot an arrow at this distance. No, they can't. I just needed one more pip right there. Alright. Why does this guy have to be guarding the bridge? Sometimes when I'm playing games, I don't talk and I just let the game play. Yeah. I mean, if there's nobody in chat, then... well, maybe. I don't know. Back in the day, they really used to tell you, you know, just try to continue the dialogue. Try to keep the dialogue going, no matter what, even if you are by yourself. It's a little bit hard to do, you know. Somebody gave me some very good advice over Blue Sky today. Everybody was, they basically said, just be yourself and do what you like, because it'd be really difficult in order to be, just that kind of over-the-top personality that we expect all mainline streamers to be. It'd be nice to get some shield. So while we're in the midst of doing this, yeah, a lot of enemies are piling up on the field. Now that we've got somebody relatively cornered, we can bear trap them. Okay, it was kind of foolish to arrow them and then put the bear trap down. Okay, who's damaged? Paladin is damaged. Alright. I'm mostly a quiet streamer. I really don't show too much emotion when I'm streaming. Well, believe it or not, I actually do have a little bit of issues with emotion myself. Is that I grew up monotone. Is that is kind of something that I've been able to improve upon over time. But, yeah, I mean, sometimes you can still hear it in your voice. I can still hear it in my own voice. Let's see if we can pry this chest open. Alright. Leather shirt, okay. Free armor. Try to reroll this. I'm pretty sure that autism, ADHD, and ADHD is not something that really hurts people's prospects when it comes to streaming. It doesn't hurt that I can just put this avatar on. That looks a lot more enthusiastic than I usually am. Yeah, how about that? Alright. Okay, time to capsize this mother. I forget that this is my very first mission, so I do not have multiple attacks yet. Sheesh, why don't you guys try to make this hard? Try to re-roll one. Ah! Okay, that was terrible. Well, there goes a tent, but we still have 4 pork borders to deal with. Okay, totally not the path I wanted you to take. I thought I was going to be close enough for a splash attack, but I guess not. Time for me to burn some bush. Shaboom boom. Well, it was awfully kind of you to just stand in the bear trap for me. You can really see that I'm trying here. Oh, gee. This is going to be an interesting run now. Because, yeah, I just lost my melee guy. Yeah, it gets close about 11 at night, and I have to call it for games. Otherwise, I won't be able to go to bed because I get too into them. Well, that actually might be what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
And you have work in the morning. Yeah, there's always that too. Let's see. Die, evil piggy. Now, what I'm worried about is, yeah, them going after the ranger, because the ranger is at very low health right now. Alright. I'm planning on having a Dot Hack marathon where I'm planning on rewatching every single anime show pretty soon. Ooh, well, okay. I'm trying to think. You know, sometimes I love anime, but you know, sometimes I have a difficult time thinking about whether or not I'm ever going to rewatch an anime. I mean, if that's hard to believe. I've been having a hard time making it through the remade version of Ranma 1/2 because I saw the original series, I read all of the manga, you know, it even is a little bit difficult for me. Like, for example, I did watch the anime for Persona 4, so it's difficult for me in order to actually play through the campaign. Okay, so rescue the... Yeah, so with one party member down, should I try to rescue them? Go back to the maiden? See, I don't know what's going to help me out here. So, the Mystic, you know, there's an outside chance that if I go with a Mystic, then they have the ability in order to resurrect Christians, so let's see if we can do that. Now, when it comes to which characters I'm gonna buff, Hunter's Mark, 3 attacks against the target deal an additional 2 damage. That's actually pretty good. You know, get myself an additional bear trap, increase output of bear traps by 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ads are over. Welcome back. So we're trying to defend the Mystic in hopes that the Mystic was actually going to help us to bring back our down party member. And I put all of my buffs into the Ranger because I guess I wanted them at the start of the battle. Okay, next time I'm not going to go without my Sorcerer. I think the Sorcerer was actually working a lot better in the early stages. Alright. Bonk Brainy for making a mistake. So, you know, I really do need to work on just adding all of this stuff. It's just I haven't had a free moment yet. Okay, I actually off that piggy, so, this is not suddenly not as necessary. Okay, I've taken some of my own damage. All right. Yeah, try to come after me now. Look at these people just picking on an already dead guy. That was painful and dumb. Let me see if I can give them the big whammy. Okay, people only get one status effect at a time. I just learned that. I got me the zoomies. Ah, seriously? I'm not in range for that? That's unfortunate. Step one more. Hooray for confusion. See if I can just grab a chest here. Ooh, I need better than ones, though, don't I? Well, too bad I'm not getting it. Yay, a compound bow. Well, I know who would like to have that, but we're not switching over just yet. Alright.
Yeah.
No, Brainy, don't grab my chest. I'm just after the loot, the warrant, and the crook, in that order. Okay, who's still up? These two right here. Okay, move anymore, just one step. Yeah, I'm still not in range of anybody. You know, there's an option in order to turn off the dice rolls, but I think it's just a lot funnier to see physics dice bouncing off of the heads of my enemies after I toss them. Okay, so we have won today. That's funny seeing the dice knock on their head, yeah. Alright. Okay, so we managed to unlock the Mystic. Will they actually allow me to resurrect them, though? Yeah, restore Christian for 200 coins. Thank goodness. Okay, we got after that really unfortunate first round, we've got some catching up to do. Additional slash. Increase HP. And for you, hamstring shot. That was very useful in some of my other rounds with Amy. Okay, so much peril, so little time. 2 to 3 different groups of people. So there's another maiden. There is I haven't tried the chicken the game yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and play that. God, chicken. Return 4 chickens to the... Oh, I actually have to carry them. Let me grab the chicken. Throw the chicken, range of 4. I need a lava chicken. I do not. Hey, did you hear there was a movie and Jack Black sang a sassy song in it? I wonder if it's possible to fail to pick up the chicken. Okay, figure out where the porks are. You know, they seem to be at quite a distance from here. Oh, so yeah, they don't actually want to steal the chickens, they're just gonna attack them. That's unfortunate. So I'll show you how this old man handles poultry. Do I have two people? Well, I have one person adjacent to a chicken and then one person holding one. So that makes 3. I actually have to make an effort in order to get across the board so that I can save some of the other chickens. Oh, thank you very much for the 3 cheers, Reaper. I appreciate it a lot. I think I'm too close in the coverage in order to get to any of them. See, look at these guys. These are probably the most task-oriented enemy characters that we've had so far. They must really like killing chickens. But hey, I love chickens. You know, this is incredibly useful because I actually have a good use for keeping my druid at a distance. Can't throw this chicken very far, unfortunately. At least it keeps him out of harm's way. Pet the chicken, pet the chicken. That's pretty much the whole bit. Do we still have enough chickens to win this task? One chicken in the yeah, one chicken here, or two chickens slightly on the outside. Okay, so two chickens in the pen, one chicken left. Ooh, but then there's only one chicken left to save. Oh no, there's still one on the outside too. Alright, let's start getting near that one. I'd be remiss not to kill the scout at this point. Okay, let's give this one a toss. Oh, except I can't. You toss a chicken. Who are you, Link? As Link as I can get in a turn battle. Okay, I still hold the chickens even if they attack me. That's good to know. All right. Okay, not much to do here except throw the chicken. I wonder if we have since we have a limited amount of enemies, would they continue to respawn? Because it seems like, you know, that would just be very beneficial to them. That doesn't matter. We're in the chicken scrimmage at this point. It's like you're attacking a chickens and then a horde of them appear from nowhere and attack you. Well, these are good chickens. These are chickens who recognize their savior. He's still not close enough to get them to the pen.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. There's your last ditches. Yeah, I think that there's always going to be one spawning at the end of this. Okay, there we go. Mission accomplished. Pretty sure I don't get anything in the, well, nothing in the way of a like a mystic was kind enough to resurrect my paladin after stupidly losing them. All right, folks. So let's see here. Settings. And then I figure out how to save a game. I'm pretty sure it should just do a quick save and then let me go back to continue. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so we're at the 3-hour mark at this point, so I think it's probably good time to call it a stream. Is that all right? So let's see who would like to pay a visit to. So they did something really cute with the opening cinematic here, as you can see. The witch's house is a mess, and there is goo everywhere. That's because in the opening cutscene, she was mixing a potion, and the potion exploded. So, yeah, a little bit of a continuity joke there. It's purple goo. It's like magenta. It's magenta goo. Let's see. I would like to pay a visit to let's go over to I would like to say Soulstone, but we did that the last time that we streamed. We're gonna go over to Polly B right now. Polly B from the 303 has always been a really good fan of the stream, a very good close personal friend of mine, and he is frequently does streams in order to support special charities on behalf of Sega, and right now they seem to be in the middle of playing Like a Dragon. Let's go ahead and let's see if let's start with a shout out. All right. All right. So, yeah, there's a clip.
Throw it into the lava. Oh my god, those Coco are in the lava. I'll save.
For half a second, I thought he actually made a bid at playing Sonic 06. There's one lava-rich level in that. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're going to give a raid to Polly B from the 303. All right. So I'm going to be back tomorrow, and I'm going to be doing an art stream. Um, is that I hope that slightly before that, I'm going to get an opportunity to put the very first page of the new Brainy the RPG Cat comic onto Blue Sky, Webtoon, and on Instagram. And so, yeah, feel free to look forward to that. Thank you, everybody, once again for tuning in. Remember, BRNY means smart. Nothing is too hard if you use your head. Always be the change that you want to see in the world, and don't let anybody change your mind. All right, folks, have a good night, everybody, and thank you very much for watching.